What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hushlife vlog. I haven't actually vlogged with you guys in a while. I've been doing a lot of editing and stuff, but today is today the last day of pheasant season?
Yep, last day of November.
Today is the last day of November, and I'm hanging out with my dad, and we got my two dogs in the back of his truck. We're gonna head out to the local WMA and see if we can't find some birds. My dad says it's usually pretty slow, which makes sense because it's the end of the season, but we're gonna go see if we can wrestle some up. My dogs personally have never, I took Murphy out once. They're kind of just too short attention span to be good hunting dogs, but we're gonna give them a try, and we're gonna see what happens. So hopefully we can find some birds today. We'll see you out there. What do you think, boys? What do you think? Can you get a bird? Get a bird? You guys look like a couple of show dogs. Oh, and we're excited. Come on, boys, get a bird. They look like they're kind of hunting. Come on, Murph, get a bird. Is, yeah, great habitat. No birds just yet. Super good area for them to be in though. I can't tell if the dogs are hunting or just running. I think more just running. Murph, come on, get out there. They're a little bit out of shape. The reason I don't take them out as much is because my wife has kind of made them family dogs.
Yeah, what's wrong with her? Why doesn't she get out and hunt and stuff?
I don't know, man. I keep telling her, I'm like, babe, when I'm gone, you gotta take the dogs out and hunt them. You gotta run them. They're a little out of shape. They haven't had a bird flush underneath them, so they don't really know, I don't think, but they also get a ton of burrs in them, so they come up with me and set trail cameras all the time, but they've got that table muscle on them right now. Look, Murph's smelling something.
Oh, he smells a little bit. He's gonna flush out a skunk or something.
He was using his nose quite a bit when he was running through that sage.
Yeah.
They both use their nose a lot, but I don't think they know exactly what they're looking for just yet because they haven't seen a pheasant. So we're just gonna keep on hunting this. Looks like a really good area. Somebody was shooting over there quite a ways, so hopefully we can get on a bird or two. Oh, you guys.
Might smell duck. I don't know, there might be a rooster to run up there.
That was crazy. We were just walking along this little sage hill, and the dogs kept going up on top of the hill, running around, doing something out. I wasn't 100% sure if they could smell a bird or what, but they were running back and forth up on top of this sage, and then all of a sudden they were out of view. Then all of a sudden we heard 3 shots, and here comes this rooster flying over top of us. But it was a really weird looking rooster, and the sun was kind of right there. My dad didn't shoot because he didn't have any tail feathers, but I was like, dude, it looked like that thing got its tail feathers shot off. But that rooster got away. Dogs didn't get scared, so that's good. I think they were smelling something up there because when we're just walking like this, they're kind of staying by us. But right there, they got up in the sage and were running back and forth. So saw one rooster, kind of. I guess I'd say it's like a half a rooster, but there's one bird. There's birds out here. Just gonna keep walking around, and I just really would like one bird to flush up underneath these dogs. I think Murphy is kind of hunting, but I don't think he knows the goal yet until a bird flushes underneath him and we shoot it. So definitely using their noses. Murphy more so than Walker. Murphy's the red one, Walker's the blonde one. So we'll see. All right, no roosters yet. We are gonna try something though. I've shot guns around these dogs when they were younger, and they seemed okay with it. But I'm gonna go about 60 yards away from my dad, 50 yards, and he's gonna shoot a couple times. I just wanna see what these dogs do. Walker's scared of a lot of stuff, so we'll see if he runs back to the truck or not, but this will be good right here. Come here, boys. Stay. Yeah, I'm good. Yes. What's that? You're not scared. They're all right. Good dogs. What's that? Go get them. Yeah, they aren't scared. Well, the G7X died, but that was good. They, I think Murph got a little excited. They were looking at like what's going on over there, but they weren't scared. To find a bird. Yeah, I think they hunted. Better country. I don't think we missed any birds. No, but there's just not a lot here at this time of the year. They're pretty much done. So last day of the season, like I said, we just saw that one rooster that guy was shooting at, but I don't know. I think we're gonna just make our way back to the truck. We might hit one more spot, maybe. If we kill a bird, I'll show you guys. But if not, a fun little pheasant hunting segment. I have a buddy that spreads fertilizer out here where we're at, and he knows a lot of landowners. And he's told me, he's like, I have permission to hunt everything, just let me know. So I think I'm gonna talk to him a lot this winter and lock down some spots. Then maybe next year we'll have some more upland hunting. But dogs, I give you a solid C+. Mainly because they're just kind of a little bit out of shape. Like we've done probably about 1.8 miles, probably 2 when we hit the truck, and they look pretty dang tired. So is Pops. I'm tired. But thanks for watching our little segment. No birds. Good to just get out, get the dogs out. That was the biggest thing. One of these days we'll get a rooster to flush under these dogs and see how they react. But thanks for watching my segment of the vlog. Send it on over to Eric or Brian or Casey or Matt right now.
What is today? I get my days mixed up. I think it's Friday. And I am in the Hush truck, well, Brian's old truck, which became the Hush giveaway truck with the jumping jack trailer. And I just pulled up to the lobby of the hotel to pick up Larry, the winner of the truck giveaway. So, looks like they're right here ahead of us. We're gonna go pick them up.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Finally made it, huh?
Welcome to Salt Lake. Eric.
How you doing, brother?
Good. Larry.
Larry.
Larry's a truck.
Oh, this thing's fine.
Here's your new truck, dude.
Oh.
What's up, guys? I'm Eric.
Dan.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, welcome to Salt Lake.
Nice to meet you. Great ride.
I'm telling you, dude, Bmack took great care of this truck. And it's not one of those, like, been wheeling it around on our hunts. Yeah, right. No, not Bmack.
You can't hurt a Toyota.
Yeah. It sounds like you have a Tacoma, right?
I do. I have a 2009 four-door that I got 150,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It's pristine. I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll drive it till it physically cannot drive anymore.
All right, we got the Crew Max, so we got plenty of space for these guys. All kinds of space. Let's see, we got some stuff for them. Got some Hush gear in there. We'll get to my house where it's a little more comfortable. Okay, we made it to my place. Gonna give these guys the shop tour after this. Oh, what a beautiful sunny day here in Salt Lake. It comes with the jumping jack, so we're gonna run through on that. But yeah, this is your trailer, dude.
Oh, that thing's gorgeous.
Blackout model, so it's got the full-size spare in the front. It's got the hitch that can, you know, be removable if you want to put like a swivel hitch on it or whatever. If your truck goes there, this will follow it really well, and you'll notice when you get to tow it, you can't even tell it's there.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I say we pop it up while we're here.
Beautiful in person.
What is it like to get that call?
Life changing.
Shocking. You guys were there. Were you both there?
Yeah. They were it was actually my daughter's 9th birthday. I didn't take a picture with him, but I was there. We was all there for my daughter's 9th birthday party. So me and him.
So y'all ruined his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed some 9mm bullets, so I was in there getting him some, and then y'all called.
That's funny.
The first time y'all called, I said, man, I looked at the number, it was a Utah number.
Yeah, you said you know anybody from Salt Lake?
I don't know anybody from Salt Lake City,
Rejected?
Utah.
Yeah, we got iced on that first call. That's typical.
I definitely rejected the first one. And then you could tell I was kind of aggravated when they called back.
Yeah, who is this? It's my daughter's birthday party. What the heck? I wouldn't mind popping it up for you, just to kind of show you guys how to put it up and fold it back down and see how spacious it is on the inside. A lot of people have asked, what truck does Bmack drive? And I don't think we've really shown that yet.
I'm not gonna show it either.
Yeah, so that he can
keep it a mystery. What's up, guys? Look what I got. Another set of keys.
Oh man.
Oh man, I love it. It's amazing. Good to meet you, brother.
How's it going? That's Daniel. Daniel, Brian.
How you doing? Josh Smith.
Josh, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Here's another set of keys for you.
It's fair. Nice to have those.
That's right.
That's wild.
So far, so good?
Yeah.
That's right.
Man. It's a good flight.
Sweet, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Got in about 10 o'clock last night.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just popped up the jumping jack. Pretty spacious. Climb up here.
His nickname is Little Larry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can stand.
I'm 6'4", so I got a foot and a half above me. I mean, it's very, very spacious.
Putting it up and down, pretty easy, huh?
Yeah, very easy.
Nice cushions.
Everything just pulls up and locks in place.
Yeah, I mean it's so fast. I can have camp set up in like 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
Like fully set up,
Yeah.
truck unloaded and everything. So what do you got there? You got the accessories for like the water tanks and stuff? So you got some accessories. They have all kinds of accessories that you can add to this thing, but
Yeah.
even just like the trailer
Yeah,
itself.
if you go on their website, you could just, I mean, it's countless accessories.
They do have a lot. So these guys are, if you have like a propane tank, electrical, anything, you got a little access through the tent. You got a little pocket there. And then it breaks down just like you can see. And these 4 pegs in this canvas becomes either a table to that, you know, this little piece of metal that was right here. It becomes a nice, tall, sturdy table. All right, Brian's giving him the tour of the truck. Brian knows all the ins and outs of this baby. This thing is going to Louisiana.
Yeah, they're
How many hours to drive should that be for you?
26. Yeah,
26?
26 hours.
1,600 miles.
Cool. So we're gonna,
I got this camp.
been hanging out with these guys, showing them everything. We're gonna go inside and take care of some paperwork and make it official. But guys, this is how easy it is. If you get in on our giveaways, we always document who wins, show you guys that these are the real deal, man. Larry is super happy, and like we said, it comes with some other camp gear. So we got the Camp Chef.
There's the stove, the final
Oh
piece
yeah,
of the
we're
puzzle.
definitely gonna cook
Yeah,
some
that's
stuff
cool.
on that for sure.
Dang, I forgot that we had it.
That hat.
The back of the truck is full of the good stuff.
I know, right?
More of the YETI stuff.
That's right.
Well,
Gotta
should
clean it out.
we make it official and do some paperwork?
Yeah, dude.
Let's do it, man.
Trying to be a good host, provide water bottles. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Leftovers from camp, of course. So we got the titles of the trailer and the truck, and yeah, we're just gonna button this up, but everyone's enjoying the shop. Checking out all the stuff I got in here, so. Hey guys, that's all I got, but
Appreciate it.
there's a water for each of you.
Yeah, we're trying to make some room for these tires.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, we got a bunch of our rags and
I saw
whatnot.
I think we can fit them now.
Yeah.
This from our photo shoot that we did. The one day we took it out and did a little photo shoot for our videos and ads and stuff. Okay, it's time to say goodbye, guys. Let me give you a look at this thing.
Hey, she's been a good truck, dude. This thing's good.
Bittersweet moment. You ready to say goodbye, B? To your truck?
Dude, she's been a great truck. I'm happy to hand off the keys to a very deserving winner. Larry has been a great dude to get to know. We're super fortunate, man. We've had 3 big winners. We had Isaac that won the Can-Am. We had Adam that won the elk hunt giveaway, and now Larry winning the truck. Really, all 3 fantastic human beings. Super lucky. So, man, today's the day though. He's got a long drive back home.
Is this a lucky hat, by the way?
This is it.
That is the hat.
So, you're telling me,
winner.
buy this, get this.
Buy that, get all that.
I can't believe it.
It's all because of this
Yeah.
fine
All
gentleman
because of him,
too.
no doubt.
He's got good buddies, there's no
His
doubt
buddy-
about that.
Is the one that told him to jump on and buy a hat. How do you feel about the outcome?
I love it. I'm getting a lot of use out of the trailer.
He says, yeah, they said he's already got a trip plan to use the
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
So, guys, we're gonna end this video, or at least this portion of the vlog, but we wanted to introduce you to these guys and show you that the combination is off to Louisiana. So,
I know, right?
it's pretty wild.
Hello, hello, hello. I haven't used this camera forever and the battery's about to die. Guys, we're fully charged. Ready to rip, ready to rock. I'm doing something a little interesting today, something a little out of the norm. Here's a little story time. You guys want story time from me? Well, I can tell you not about, 11 years ago, we decided to do this thing called YouTube for a living. At the time, I'm sure you guys have heard the story a lot. I was working a full-time job at the steel mill in northern Utah. My wife was a full-time hairdresser at the local salon. And this opportunity came about that we had started some YouTube channels. I started a channel, a family channel. My wife had started like a hair tutorial channel. Anyway, we had the opportunity to try to do it full time. So we packed up our kids, we only had 2 at the time, our personal belongings, not all of them because That's another story. Anyway, we moved to California, and the reason we moved to California is because my brother owned a YouTube production company, and they wanted my wife to participate in a show called The Mom's View. Anyway, so we moved to California, which I never thought I would live in California, LA to be exact, and so we moved down there, and we started doing YouTube, and that's when I created Hush. Anyway, I met a couple guys actually, down there that introduced me to the great world of bass fishing, because Southern California is known for some phenomenal bass fishing. I met a guy named Ed Bassmaster, if you ever heard of him. Super good dude. He really got me involved in bass fishing. He's a giant bass fisherman. He's from Philadelphia, by the way. I went on some trips with him. I got to go to the Bassmaster Classic one year. Anyway, I fell in love with bass fishing, conventional bass fishing. I bought all this crazy bass fishing stuff, and I really haven't used it for a long time. I haven't conventionally bass fished. I've caught some bass on my fly rod and that. But anyway, we are getting ready to go on a really cool trip here in a couple weeks with a couple of us from Hush, me, Brian, and Logan, and then some of our really good buddies that you guys know. We'll talk about that later on when it gets closer, but so I'm going through all this old bass fishing stuff that I purchased years and years ago. Here's a cool, actually another story within a story. Ed got invited to go and fish at this place in Texas called Lake Fork. Lake Fork is what it's called. And there's a company that invited him out, and it is called Lake Fork Lures. Anyway, so we went out there. He invited me to go with him. I met him in Texas. We went out and we fished for like 3 or 4 days with a couple of the guides that work for Lake Fork Lures. And one of the guys happened to be Justin Rackley, if you've ever heard of him. He is known on YouTube as Lake Fork Guy. Back then, this is 9-10 years ago, I did this trip with Ed, and we met Justin Rackley, and Justin was quizzing us about YouTube. He wanted to start a YouTube channel. So we told him all the things we knew. Anyway, long story short, the dude is crushing on YouTube. Lake Fork Guy, go check him out. He's part of the Guggen Squad. Anyway, so when I was out on that trip, I was fortunate to meet Justin. If you guys watched our Best Season Yet 3.0 last year, we got to hunt with him in Colorado. It was cool to like reunite. Anyways, I'm going through all this crazy bass fishing gear that I've never really used before. And I'm really like immersing myself in bass fishing right now, because where we're going is, I've heard, one of the top like 5 lakes in the world for catching big bass. So I'm just going through all my gear, trying to get things in order, trying to do some research about what I need to take, what things work best. It will be pre-spawn. Let us know in the comments below, guys. Would you want to see some more bass fishing content? The bass fishing world is huge. Anybody that starts a bass fishing channel on YouTube and they stick to it and do all those things we always say to do, don't ever give up, time and pressure, they do really well and get a lot of views. We've done some bass fishing stuff in the past. Actually, I went and did a trip 2 years ago with my good buddy Zach Henderson from Texas. We went and fished for like 4 or 5 days down there, and I absolutely love bass fishing. But not only am I going through my equipment and my gear, I am practicing. I had a really good friend of mine. You guys know him. His name's Tom Provo. I fly fish with him. He's a fly fishing guide up on the Henry's Fork. He told me once, he goes, Casey, I think he was telling me I was a bad caster, I guess. But the way he told me was, he said, would you ever go on an archery hunt or even a rifle hunt and not practice shooting first? I go, no, probably wouldn't. And he goes, well, why would you come on a fly fishing trip and not practice your casting? Valid point. Valid point, Tom Provo. Anyway, so this is what I've been working on. I heard we're going to be doing a lot of pitching into structure. Hopefully you guys can see. I got my Shimano Corrado. I've got a Dobbins rod. I've got like 4 1/8 ounce split shot. And I'm practicing my pitching. So, can you see the cooler? I can't. Yep, you can see the cooler laying down. So, standing here, right? I watched a lot of videos on this, by the way. That was short. But I pretend that the cooler is like, say, some structure, like a bush. Say hi to my wife. Hi, wife. Hi, wife. Bye, wife. Bye. Anyway, I pretend the cooler is structure, like a bush or a stump or a log, and I work on like pitch in front of it, pitch on the side of it, pitch right on top of it. And the chicken loves to chase it, which is kind of makes it even more fun to retrieve it. Nailed it. And while you're learning how to pitch with a bait caster, this happens a lot. So all you do is you just make a big old cast out there. and I just casted all those weights into my neighbor's yard. So that's how it's going. Really looking up right now. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the vlog. And that's kind of what I'm doing, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the weekly vlogs. It's, you know, we like to put them up on Mondays in between. If you guys don't know, our schedule for Best Season Yet 4.0 is Sundays and Thursdays. So if you didn't, go watch the video from yesterday. It's Eric's, one of his last days in Colorado. Super good video. And then our next series will be coming up on Thursday. So the schedule for BSY4 is Sundays, Thursdays, with a weekly vlog on Mondays. And then if we do have a podcast, which we'll have more coming up, like what we tried to do this year, after we do a hunt, we'd podcast about it. So welcome back to the vlog. Hope you guys enjoy it. And let's go see whoever's next, what they're doing today.
What's up, guys? It's Matt, and this week, my portion of the vlog, I am in Nebraska whitetail hunting. I'm gonna give you a camp tour. I have my tent right here. Kodiak canvas tent inside. So this is kitchen enclosure. There's my brother Jed.
What's up?
But this is, they call it the kitchen enclosure. It's got mesh that you can zip down and have this open. Basically like a net, a bug net. And then in here is where we're all sleeping. It's got like 7-foot ceilings or 7.5-foot ceilings. It's got a side awning there and a separate entrance, but plenty of room. We got a heater, plenty of room in there. We just got off the mountain from the morning hunt, and it was pretty successful for our first time really hiking around. We saw probably close to 25 deer, half mule deer and half whitetail. We did not see any bucks today. So we're going to get some lunch, fill up some propane, and we are going to go back out this evening. See you guys out there. Well, I worked my way up to Jed at the food plot he was sitting at. Jed had an eventful evening. He shot at a big buck, just a little out of range, I think. And then a group of does came in, and Jed was able to shoot his second whitetail of the year. It's a nice doe. Right here. Check that thing out. We're happy to be taking some meat home. It's a long drive to go home empty-handed. But Jed, what are your thoughts?
It was sweet, man. Like Matt said, I had a pretty crazy night. It was just like deer were just coming and going, like running everywhere, and finally just literally the most rad sunset evening sit. It was almost dark. I was just kind of waiting for Matt. At that point, these three does came over here, and the way this plot sits is it kind of drops on this hill, so where I was sitting I couldn't see where they were when they were feeding, but I saw them come in. So I got the death grip and I crept up and I got within 100 yards from them, and I picked out the biggest, prettiest one, and super happy to harvest a beautiful doe like this. Like Matt said, we hunted our butt off and we couldn't go empty-handed, so I pulled the trigger on this beautiful animal.
We're gonna cut this thing up and gonna pack it. Believe it or not, we're 3 miles from the truck whitetail hunting, and we killed a doe. So we got to pack this thing back 3 miles. We're gonna drag it out of this food plot and start to get to work on it. probably just gonna quarter the thing out, and yeah, we'll see you guys back at the truck or while we pack it up. We are all loaded up. We got that doe quartered and drug off down into the ditch away from the food plot, and we got her all loaded up on the packs, and we are hiking out. Like I said, got about a 3-mile hike.